Usual, I have the wonderful ladies of Your View. Nima, Akasha, Zili.
You said don't do like say don't put fighter for front.
No, I'm a fighter. I know. I'm a warrior queen. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm grateful to God. Yesterday I was inducted into the World Women Organization. As a member and an ambassador.
Congratulations.
Connected myself, Mariam. And we met Morayo, the former Minister for Transportation, former Governor of Rivers State, was
there. Wow, it was a full house.
One of the Oloris of the Oni. Also, and the Pastor Uliyomade.
Yes, I saw Pastor Shiji.
It was really a nice event, but I was a bit tired.
Yeah,
it was nice. A lot of powerful women were in the house. It was wonderful. Congratulations to all the inductees. International women, Indians, Pakistanis.
Are you serious?
It was really nice.
Wow.
So when the work starts, I would know.
You know what it entails. But you're already an advocate. You don't the advocate. Don't see.
You know my role model was there. Ceci, the NLC, Lagos chairman. That woman from my days in Nasu Lasu.
Wow.
The woman who teach us how to face it.
Wow.
She was there, and I'm so.
And you're facing it. You're facing it.
Continue.
TMO speaks. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling very grateful. Grateful to God. Grateful, and my head. A lot is going on in my head.
Okay.
Business, office. Well, no, I think that structuring an organization is a lot of work.
It is,
and
really.
It's just dealing with human beings. Human beings, you people, you're not easy to deal with. Human beings,
including you,
including me. But through it all, I'm grateful. You know, this one I just had to. When I finished listening to voice notes from like 3 different staff, I just had to like, God help me, because like I never know what else to do. But on a lighter note, we did allocation on Saturday, and usually allocation is you gather like there were almost 30 people that we took to site. We truly thank God for journey messages to and fro, ups and downs, but everybody that went there got allocated. They saw their land, and you know that's a major thing in the real estate industry now, where people will buy and they say we did not see our land. Everybody that bought land from Rep 360 got their land on Saturday, and honestly I'm truly grateful. So while we're dealing with the human resources, we give God all the praise for the fact that we're able to deliver on our word.
Hey, Amaka Fresh.
Yes, my
Yanga Lagos.
Yanga Lagos is doing sales.
So since yesterday, 1st to the 6th, you know. Yes, so up to 50%. Not to when people come and tell me, this, that, come now. But something has been happening to me recently.
What?
I've been zoning out.
Okay.
Like, no. I think I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, that I think I need to handle it, because it's crazy. As a certain things happen. But then yesterday was my bestie's birthday. I called her to wish her happy birthday. She didn't pick up. And then when she called me back, I was in a meeting. But then I zoned out again that it was her birthday, right? And then I just sent a message that I was just trying to check up on you. Yeah. And I didn't even post. Like I don't know. I'm no jokes. I've been zoning out. Then I woke up. Then I wake up this one. I just said, oh my God. That's how I woke up. And
it's scary.
It's scary. And then I sent her a message and she said, birthday for which day? So Chama, my darling, this is wishing you happy birthday.
Chama, no vex.
A
lot is coming through us. We are coming through a lot.
Economy is economy.
Very joint.
Happy birthday.
Once women cross
it's like, that's a lot. Don't put it the words. We are going through a lot.
Okay, let's just take it. A lot is going through us too.
Then you look so beautiful.
As in,
behind my BC is BC.
I saw BC as I was.
I
saw BC as I was walking through MC. I was like, why you can't fight like this?
Your husband used to come and pay another bride.
Yes, so
this time to in-law, friends-in-law.
Hey, from those that we go
to me, I don't understand.
You don't be Muslim. No, you're an African woman.
No,
to in-law.
African who?
We train you now.
I am Oyibo now.
Foreigner.
But I received a very sad news this morning. A very close friend died. And she's been battling with cancer, kidney failure. Yeah. died, and it's just a very sad one. And just a few weeks ago, I tried to reach her number, it didn't connect. I don't have the husband's number, but I was saying later I would, try again. And I was feeling a certain type of way. That was why I kept trying her number. I sent messages, it didn't deliver. I tried to call you. Yeah, Lagos here.
This is if I call you 2 times.
I don't see you.
You see me at your no, because I don't know what you're up to. People hide under. People don't want to disclose it.
He's well. A lot is happening, but we thank God. Let's take a short break now. When we come back, we'll do the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. We're starting the paper reviews with the nation. Okay, major headline, Defense Minister Badaru resigns. President accepts exit on health grounds. Replacement likely this week. Appeal court did not overturn Nest Oil FBN Quest ruling. And the Court of Appeal grants interim restorative orders, reversing judgment obtained by Nest Oil NECOND. What do we have in the nation?
I have the Defense Minister's resignation. So just 27 months into his stay in office, according to the nation, I didn't even count it. The Defense Minister, Muhammad Abubakar Badaru, has sent his quit letter to the Federal Executive Council. Now, quit, they even call it paper. So he resigned at the age of 63. He cited his resignation on health grounds. And the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy has broke the news to media, of course, saying that in a week or less than a week, his replacement will be, sent to the Senate for confirmation, and that the President accepted his resignation and wished him well. As it's, the President also hosted the former CDS. For those of you, Chief of Defense Staff, the former Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, he was a very popular, very outspoken man. And people wondered why the President, resigned. Let go most of the senior military officers and appointed new ones. So the President hosted him yesterday at the villa, and their talk has not been, details of it has not been released. But
private conversation.
Is it possibly the next Minister for
Defense?
Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see. We just see, in this matter, we need wisdom.
That's how you go and predict something and not become real.
Calculate.
That's how you people predicted two-face.
Please let us discuss EFCC. So, former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Salami, the EFCC has opened a month-long probe into his assets. So they said that the ex-AGF opens up on the $322.5 million Abacha loot, and that there's going to be a month-long interrogation. So for over the next 1 month, there will be interrogations of everybody around him. His international passport is in EFCC custody. Top sources within the EFCC said that apart from the Abacha loot, there's also they are also looking to his acquisition of choice assets, and they are investigating him for money laundering. and they said this is in line with the Section 8 of their Section 7 of the EFCC mandate. They are going to look back at the assets that were acquired by him within the period of time and where those locations are. They made a list of some of the things that they are going to be looking into. But I think it's a really, really good thing, because we always talk about EFCC not doing a very high-profile case. This is a high-profile case. We'll be on the lookout for the month-long. We don't want media trial. Let's finish that 1 month of interrogation and grilling. Then when we see hard evidence and prosecution, we'll now talk about it more.
Okay.
Yeah, so in terms of marketing or products, you know, we can't do anything without printing and packaging. So I chose the story inside. Yeah, so global non-governmental organization, Girls Who Print, has strengthened its push to expand women's leadership, innovation and ethical standards in Africa's printing and packaging industry. The event, The Future of Print, and the women leading it in Lagos brought together women professionals, entrepreneurs, innovators from the continent for a dialogue on the sector's future. The conference highlighted achievements and resilience of women sharing print and packaging, while advancing conversations on sustainability, digital transformation, and inclusive leadership in an industry witnessing rapid technological disruption. This just reminded me of Ramatu, because you know she's into printing and packaging, yes, a lot, and she pushes for this. So I really hope she was at this event, and you know,
she may have been,
so go Girls Who Print.
Yeah, amazing. So I took the story, the move for the rescue of the abducted pupils of St. Mary's Catholic School, Papiri, Niger State, has been upscaled by security agencies. They said a clear evidence of this was yesterday's visit to the proprietor of the school, Kotangora, by National Security Advisor, that's the NSA, Nuhu Ribadu. The Director General of the Directorate of the State Service, DSS, Tosi Ajayi, as well, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Bernard Doro, and Chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Northern Nigeria, Reverend Joseph Hayab. They said the high-powered team met with the Catholic Bishop of Kotangora Diocese, Most Reverend Bulus Dawa Yohana, and the parents of the pupils as well. The meeting took place at the St. Michael's Catholic Cathedral in Kotangora, and they said they are going to come back. That's the promise they gave. I give you the assurance. That's according to Ribadu. And he said, you know, raising the hope of security operatives, said they are close to concluding the rescue mission. He also added, the children are where they are and will come back safely. God is with them and God is with us. Evil will never win. He says this is a solemn and difficult moment for us, especially after hearing from some of the parents and all of you. However, we take responsibility because it's our duty to protect you. This is a directive from the President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that we must come and visit you. Mr. President is in pain, he's in sorrow just like all of us. He stopped everything he was doing and he was supposed to travel, but he suspended his journey. They went ahead to say that, you know, they are getting a lot of support from different countries, France, the USA, United Kingdom, and we all have to work together in unity to see how we can get these children out. Let's move on now to the Daily Sun. A major headline, Northern governors, royal fathers rise up against insecurity. Governor Mba steps up fight against insecurity, launches high-tech drones, patrol vehicles. Agric industrial growth drive Nigeria's GDP to 3.98%. Badaru quits as defense minister amid Tinubu's looming security shakeup. Guinea-Bissau, Tinubu moves to secure opposition leader. Defection, ex-Akwa Ibom governor Udom set to join APC as Tinubu receives Taraba Governor Agbo. Anxiety in Kano over influx of strange commercial bike tricycle operators. We'll be taking a short break here. When we come back, we continue the paper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment. keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent,
even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begins the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument,
a battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for?
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter.
Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD
and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija, your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Welcome back. We're still taking the papers. Daily Sun now.
Okay, major headline. The joint meeting of the Northern States Governors Forum and the Northern Traditional Rulers Council, as well as some religious leaders held in Kaduna at the government house, Kaduna State Government House yesterday. He brought together 19 governors of the northern states, dozens of traditional rulers, security chiefs, civil society representatives, and they are looking at charting a common cause for the north. They deliberated on a lot of issues. Governor Yaya, who is the governor of Gombe State, who is also the chairman of the Northern States Governors Forum, chaired this event, and he went on and on talking about, you know, the problem of the north. Let me just summarize. It says growing Almajiri, out of school children crisis is, you know, the bedrock of
every other thing that SLS has been saying.
Yes, and the northern governors, you know, also northern traditional rulers also talked about, you know, some of their divisions that cause some of this insecurity. And he praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for leaving no stone unturned in securing the release of the abducted children. He said education is the bedrock of the children's future. He charged the governors to do better. He says that insecurity is a menace that spares no one, and it consumes both the poor, the rich, Muslim, Christian, the young and old, and it was a major thing that they must look about. I like that they adopted their May 2025 communique, where they had called for state policing. They charged the Senate to quickly, you know, do whatever amendment is necessary to allow for state policing. The representative of the traditional rulers was the Sultan of Sokoto, and he used the opportunity to charge the royal fathers. You know, he said they should, you know, deliberate seriously on matters threatening stability of the north and the unity of the country, adding that political leaders must be honest with themselves and the citizens. And I like the fact that, you know, they are facing this issue, you know, heads on. I'd read in another paper that they were also looking at, you know, asking the federal government to, because they license for mining, but the governors sell the land, which they're in possession of. And so they will want to stop illegal mining, or mining anyhow in the north, so they, you know, sanitize that sector, because one of the core reasons for insecurity in the north is resource matter.
True.
And so the governors admitted to that as well. So,
so the governor of Enugu State, in line with security, Dr. Peter Mba, has inaugurated high-tech security equipment and patrol vehicles, which was procured by the Enugu State Security Trust Fund, ESSTF, to further enhance the security of lives and property. These items inaugurated were 2 state-of-the-art drones, 10 Hilux vehicles, 40 motorcycles, 400 bulletproof vests, and 400 bulletproof helmets. While inaugurating the items at Government House Enugu, Governor Mba thanked the trustees of ESSTF while stating that, and I quote, that the security challenges we are having are local and at the state level. We must also play our own role to ensure our localities are safe. So these items will be deployed to ensure Enugu State remains the safest state in the country. He also stated that we can confidently say that violent crimes have been reduced by over 80% in Enugu State today. But as you know, we are not resting on our laurels, because the criminals and bad elements we are dealing with are also not resting. They are looking for every opportunity to look for new avenues or ways to breach the security. And he said that due to this fact, you cannot, you know, but help invest heavily in equipment and infrastructure and security infrastructures to continue to, you know, secure lives and properties of the people of Enugu State. So congratulations to them.
All right. Do you have any other stories?
Yes, I do. I wanted to talk about the... Oh, geez, I cannot find my story. I wanted to take the story on Amotekun. So the Ibadan, following the rising wave of kidnapping in Kwara, Kogi, Agbekoya warriors have moved into villages in Oyo to flush out bandits hibernating there. They said similarly, the Southwest Amotekun commander, Mr. Adetunji Adeleye, yesterday promised to strengthen security across the zones and forests. He was speaking after his meeting in Ibadan with the Agbekoya Farmers Association, because they expressed their concern over the state of insecurity within Nigeria, and particularly because it happened in Kwara, Kogi, Kebbi, Borno State. They are concerned about it coming more into the Southwest. Then the Agbekoya, in a statement, it's the governor of the Agbekoya within the state and the public representative, Mr. Olatuji Bandele, as well as Olatunde, all mentioned the fact that they've had series of kidnapping within the area, and so they are going to go into the forest to flush out people that they feel might be bandits who are currently hibernating there within Oyo State to avoid the kind of tragedy that has happened in other parts of the country. They are keen on protecting farmers and their farmlands, and they are ready to partner with the state government and security agencies to ensure it. I feel it's a cooperation. They want to thank the Oyo State Commissioner of Police for his cooperation and support he has given to the Agbekoya Farmer Society and for all that he has done. I don't think that any security, any police, NSCDC, one military can do by themselves what we can do if everybody works together. So I'm happy that Agbekoya as well as the Amoteko are working together to secure the southwestern part of Nigeria.
Moving on now to Vanguard, our last paper for today, insecurity. Northern governors, okay, state police suspend mining. Anima has taken that story. Bid round, federal government offers 50 oil blocks, targets $10 billion investments. Terrorism, US, France, UK backing Nigeria with technical support. Aribadu. Coup. Nigeria protects Guinea-Bissau's opposition candidates. Defense Minister Badaro resigns. Jonathan's wife, Ganduje Duke, Fayose orders lose Abuja lands as Wike revokes 1,095 plots. Amoteko and Agbekoya warriors move into southwest forests. Board promotes 24,202 senior paramilitary officers. And Fubara counters Speaker Amewule's criticism on education. What do we have in the Vanguard?
Speaker should leave Fubara.
Okay, tell us.
So the Speaker, through the chairman, House Committee on Education of 4G Igwe, had decried the state of public schools, saying that there are no teachers. The state of public schools and primary and secondary schools in Rivers State is in a very, very poor condition. Governor Fubara was attending the quarterly meeting of Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers in Port Harcourt. He used the opportunity, but he did not have band to respond. He said he did not have band that this state of our poor state of our education in Rivers State, is it a 1 month problem, 2 months problem?
Oh,
he dated me. You know that's the speakers and these people they want to set up again. They are the one that set up the first time, because now when you are talking about the predecessors' performances in education, people want to cause problem. So he says that it is priority on his list. He's going to do everything in his power to improve as much as possible. He says, remember when I was campaigning, people were asking, what are you doing? You say you want to continue. There are no teachers. But you know, that small glitch of suspension affected a lot of things. And you know, if you want to be truthful, I want peace. I have peace since we came back from suspension.
Let me talk about the former one, because the former governor is currently minister in Abuja, and he has been doing things
that he could not finish doing.
He revoked 1,095 people's land, and these lands are in choice location. You know me, I like land, is my business. Choice location. Meitama is not the distance. Location that is a very, very juicy location. But I thought, okay, this part is just taking advantage of the opportunity. But the truth is, the minister had done the right things. They had published the names of all of these lands. They are defaulters on ground rent. They didn't pay ground rent. They didn't pay land conversion fees. And they had bills that they were supposed to pay to the Abuja lands, municipal. So the minister said that despite several publications that are taking place over a period of time, these people did not, and they include powerful people. We're talking former governors, former governor of governor of Rivers State, Donald Duke, former governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, former first lady.
Everybody seems to have
Abuja land. When you are a civil servant in that level, you work. Asokoro, Metama, Garki, Wuse, these areas are not areas to joke with in Abuja, and these areas now they are now revoking. Did he send personal message to them as well? Because
no, it's not supposed to.
They might not see the newspaper publication, and they might not read papers. They might not be in the country.
They actually read. Oh, they are not in the country, but they have land in Abuja. Thank you, ladies.
No comment.
No comment. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we'll move on to the topics for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Thanks for staying with us. Earlier this year, the Lagos State government announced it would remove all, structures built under power lines and high tension cables to protect lives and property. According to LAPSCA's Public Affairs Director, Adu Ademuyiwa, the enforcement is necessary for public safety. Mr. Ademuyiwa said LAPSCA gave property owners a 7-day ultimatum to remove structures within power line corridors. He warned that non-compliance would lead to demolition, and exercise already underway in places like Alagbado, with a Makoko community expected to follow. Now, as expected, reactions are mixed. Some affected residents say they have nowhere to go, while others support the government, arguing that safety must come first given the risks posed by high tension lines. So today we ask, is the government's right to prioritize public safety even when it comes with tough consequences? Should residents take responsibility for building in clearly unsafe zones? Should the government continue with the demolitions or allow the residents to remain? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, and you can join the conversation on 02016 352013 or 0902 3440, or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YOURVIEW. So we've had issues where government over the years have recorded multiple electrocution incidents, fire outbreaks, linked to high tension lines over the years. People who have, put their houses in those areas. Now, can the government justify the structures being there for so long before deciding to do what they are supposed to do? Was the government sleeping at the time those structures were being erected in those dangerous places, and then decide to wake up one particular day chasing everybody? Who gave, you know, the licensing? Who allowed those structures to be there for as long as it is, up until this moment that government is now waking up to do the needful? I would like us to,
government is,
you know,
not,
answer that.
Thank God we don't run a monarchy, that you have one stable government we can hold. That question will be relevant if we do have that. We don't. So per time when we change government, one government can come with the will to do the right thing. So across the world, it is illegal, unsafe to build under power lines, and so it's not usually approved of. But if they drive for our country, you see a lot of houses under power lines.
Yeah.
And people have normalized it. When the demolition of power lines was being done on Old Zojo Road, the area of Lagos, I remember following that news. They demolished everything and made sure that they expanded the road to make it difficult for people to own houses under power line. Because when it finally happens, we always criticize government. So yesterday I got home, there's a patch under the transformer immediately you're entering my estate, and we saw it was all the grass there was burnt. So I said, some people don't have sense, they'll be burning wood near the transformer. Somebody said, no, there was a spark this morning, and just one spark, pow, touched the very green grass, everything got burnt. So thank God not be human being, we not keep picking there, you know. That's how dangerous it is. But you know, that was just one case that happened yesterday, and then this mill dropped that we're doing this today. People take too much risk in the name of where do you want me to go? It is unsafe, it is not possible. You are looking at it right there. It's not like the power lines were recently done. They were visibly done, and people expect that government will look away. One government with the right will do the right thing, and we're here now.
Like in line with what Nima said, right? All over the world it is hazardous to build under power lines. And if something had happened, if human beings or property was affected, who will be blamed?
Government. Government at the end of the day.
Do you understand? Government. So, but we should now face the systematic challenges that we have in our system in Nigeria. Okay? So first, we'll talk about the fraudulent sale of lands by the Omonilers. Omonile come and tell you, you yourself, you'll be saying, but this is not under. You say no, they carved it like this. When they now sit like that,
they tell us they will move it later.
They will wash your head. Then, and with the problems that we have in the system, maybe you agree. Maybe because there's housing scarcity and deficit, which is government problem. Because if we don't have housing deficit and scarcity in Nigeria, in Lagos State, and if the rents, the landlords are not mad in this same Lagos State, because what's been going on social media recently, as in with the rents, the hiking rents, landlords and everything. So many people have been calling out landlords in recent times on social media. So that can also drive people to even now accept what you can see is wrong. What the money is trying to say to you. You still now say, okay, maybe let me just try it for 1 year, 2 years. By then I will have stabilized. So that is an issue. Then corruption of the person that, of the people, or the person that gives the approval of something that you know is wrong. Because people, nobody just wakes up and starts building now. They have to try to go, and when they start building, government officials will come to say, this is you're doing. Then some corruption and bribery and everything will not happen for them to continue. Thirdly, when they are building, the government, they are not blind. People keep passing that place.
Those areas.
So they know that
something is happening there.
Something happening. So what is that? By the time we put first block, second block, I just think that if the government is also sympathetic in this economy to the plight of the citizens, then you should go and tell them to stop and break it down. That time is still 1 block, 2 block. Not wait for the person to finish, decorate the house and everything, then you can break it down. So that for me, that's where the wickedness of the government comes into play. Yes, it's wickedness because they are not doing their job timely. And whenever
at the time
and then it's also affecting the little money that the citizens have. So when you look at it, do the government have the right to demolish? Yes,
they do.
But they also have
Let's
to take
put a human face to it.
Human face to it.
Okay, Tokwe, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. My thoughts concerning this. Okay, so 2 sides. In terms of acquisition, people that want to sell will say anything to sell what they want to sell. So there was a land that I had gone to try and acquire in Ekpe, and surprisingly, the land actually has CFO. So I was so excited that I told my husband that, oh, this is a unusually expensive land, but we should go and check it. So we went together and went there, got to the place, and my husband just looked up and was like, can't you see high tension wire?
No,
I said,
no, they're trying to sell.
I'm like, no, but he did not cross the land, but the pole, there was a pole that stopped. They now said, for over the past 20 years, that Ecodisco had put pole, but they did not bring the high tension. They didn't put the cable there.
Cross it.
So we don't know if they will put the cable or they will not put the cable. But so far they have not put cable, and the cable might not cross the path of our land. And I said, what if they wake up tomorrow and decide to do so? That singular perspective changed their mind concerning acquisition. I would have gone ahead and I wouldn't have thought of it because it wasn't there already. And a few years time, somebody will say, oh, you people bought land. There is now high tension. But at the time when it was being acquired, that high tension cable was not there. But the devil's advocate part of me on this show is of the opinion that has high tension cable, I'm saying the real high tension cable, has it ever fallen before? Those ones that are being held by those gigantic iron. I never see where it fall before. So why are we? I've been hearing this thing over and over again. That
but you never live for 100 years.
High tension cable, because I had my uncles in Alagbado. So whenever we drive past, we see those high tension cable there, and we say, and most people don't even build houses there. They have like mechanic workshops and all of that under the area. But it never fall before. So, and I checked online that, okay, what are the side effects of living under high tension cable, like the real high tension cable? I'm not talking pole, high tension cable. There will only be electromagnetic waves, but there is a divided opinions on whether scientists are not sure it really affects anything. It depends on how high the thing is, and most of the one we're talking about is very, very high. So if the high tension cable is very, very high, what risk are we trying to mitigate specifically? It is the job of the government to mitigate risk, but we need to educate the people on the risk we are trying to mitigate. And in the ratio of all the issues we want to deal with as a nation, as a state, I'm just wondering, is this the most important thing for us to commit financial resources to go and be demolishing?
Let me respond, and I'll let Nima join me in this response. Yesterday we had a topic where we talked about lead poisoning. And one of the things I said was the fact that many of our leaders, when they are making plans or setting up companies, giving them licensing permits, to set up, our policies does not include what can happen in the next 5 years, 10 years. We are not a proactive government. Our leadership does not see into the future. Now,
they are seeing
into the future. We don't know. See, that electromagnetic waves that you talked about can have harmful effects even without the high tension cable falling. And now government is saying maybe they have spied into the crystal ball, no be that thing, say in the next 20 years, this can fall and will cause harm to all the people in those areas. And they're saying we have to, this is even wrong in the first place for you to build under the high tension cables. We have to take these people away from here for the foreseeable future. So, and then we are complaining again that does it have any immediate effect? We have to pick a side, pick a hustle in this one.
So let me ask if an earthquake were to happen, do you think it will survive it?
Do you think if earthquake happen and that pole fall, is it going to only affect
a major flood will happen? So acts of God, thank you. Acts of God are enough. So yes, you have done your human diligence. You've built it in such a way because it's built to last for years. It's not expected that we'll be coming to reform and rebuild and maintain it. So when it's done like that. But when God pass him, he pass him. And lives that it will take, you did not protect. And we see, there's a side of government that annoys me. The cost that Amaka was highlighting and the failure of government to plan. A lot of places you go. If Ogun State, I don't even know whether they're planning again. They should do a lot of town planning. When we were growing up, if you build your house and there's supposed to be a street, the way we now see streets blocked, you now go and turn one maza and come back to the. If you build on a place that's supposed to give access to another road, local government will turn up. Town planning will turn up. Town planning has not really been effective, except now that they're having floods in the Lekki side of town. Town planning plays a major role, and that's why we say government fails where they do fail.
Yeah.
You don't go around planning. The local government department for these purposes that is within direct closeness to these errors are not working. You don't see them. Somebody built on a drainage that I saw in my own estate when I moved in and did a gutter that is costing the estate to tomorrow.
Flooding.
We have written. It's at the, I was the one who even served one of their letters for them at the Lagos State Pollution. I'm trying to remember the agency in question. Opposite.
They have not come there
yet. They have not come. So every day now they are asking CDA people to come and donate money again to reduce, because the woman is not budging. Another person built a fence right on drainage, saying that the entire land and street is part of school. Who approved that building?
Good question.
We have a government, and that's when we must feel government. All these things that we are talking, we know the truth.
Let's take a short break. When we come back, we continue the conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Grandma now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no scatter.
Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD
and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on StarTimes.
Are you
already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot and for
you already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's E-Splash.
Welcome back. We have a caller on the line, Fola from Fagba. Good morning, Fola.
Beautiful lady.
Good morning.
I so much love the topic you are taking on today. It's a good development that government is demolishing people who have structures under the high tension. However, it will interest you to know that government is again offering those lands for sale. It's 10 million per plot. Please send your crew, the TVC crew, to Kola, the command end of Kola. They are beginning to build again. Those who can afford to pay 10 million per plot, they are already building. In fact, my cousin is involved, and my in-law, and they are faced. So government cannot deny it. If it's for security, if it's for safety, then nobody should be there. Why are they demolishing and then they are building again? Some other people are building. Please send your crew there, and you see them building again. It's just unfair. Good morning.
Good morning.
We need government to come and defend this.
This what is just it's one person's perspective.
Yeah, so we need government to come and tell us.
Yes, we really need to investigate this thing because if not, it still boils down to that corruption
we're talking about. Yeah.
But for me, the safety of the citizens cannot be compromised, and that's why you cannot even. I don't have anything to say against government demolition, right? But the conversation we should be having is not about demolition. It's about compensation and relocation. That is the conversation. Not whether they demolish you. Because if you come to demolish my property, but before you come, you can't tell me, say, see, I don't give you another place where you go live, or take the money, what will be the value of your place and everything. Take it. I won't have a problem now.
What entitles you to that compensation?
I'm coming. So it's now left for them to now, first of all, investigate. How did individually, how did you come about this land? Was it, did you get this land? Was it a government official that sold this land? How did you get your approval? Was it from government office? So now government has to go. It's now the government's problem how to deal with their staff that are corrupt and they are doing this thing. But for the fact that I got an approval from the government should be able to compensate me and deal with their own problem, their own internal issues. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Because I have a case. I wanted to buy land. I went to do searches and everything. I went to get approval. I did the right things. Okay? Supposedly. And I have what it takes to do what I need to do. As this is apart from people that did illegal construction and stuff like that. There's people there that
who legitimately got their papers.
They got approval from government officials and government offices.
They won't get on that pipeline. They won't get on that pipeline.
Are you sure? Corruption.
They won't get on that pipeline.
But while we are thinking about that, let's take Basi from Calabar. Basi, are you there? Good morning, Basi. Okay, Basi has gone.
Okay, so I don't think people would get approval on that pipeline officially. There are things where government inefficiencies can happen because of human unwillingness to follow through with approvals. Places like drainage, because they will approve, they might not come and check. It used to happen before. Now there's more physical visits. But before, they'll just look at the surveyors usually might adjust the survey document so it does not reflect on where it wants to be.
Where you are.
So there are many ways that even the Nigerian that is trying to get approval also lie and connive so that when they flash it through the system, it would not show. So for me, when we discuss this thing, the issues that are facing Lagos is a whole lot. We still have major issue with refuse disposal. Olushosu is still being in use right now, even though they say they are shutting it down. My children's school is right behind Olushosu. My church is right behind Olushosu. I see what it has done to the entire environment. We have many other crucial pressing issues to deal with. The Makoko, is it this what river Makoko riverine areas? They are still eyesore. We still have room for improvement in many other areas that are very pressing. The educational, when you go outside the main Lagos mainland island, one of our staff here in TVC is always saying that leave Lagos, so just enter Badagry and take a boat. Enter Ekpe and take a boat. You see that Lagos did not reach those areas, but they are in Lagos. So when we are talking about where to put money, do you know what it will cost to move bulldozer to go and demolish structures? And when we do those risk assessments, what is the impact of this building still there right now? And the impact of that money put into other key areas? For me, penny-wise, let us spend the money we have in a way that brings blessing and comfort to the people, not pain.
People are struggling. This is their shop. They are making small money from that shop under the power line. Okay, yes, we are foreseeing that the power line might fall through act of God, because power line no dey fall for Nigeria.
Or even act of anything. We have Funsho from Mina. Funsho, are you there?
Hello?
Good morning, Funsho.
Hello?
We can hear you loud and clear.
He's listening to the TV.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, let me respond to Tokwe's comment about this sitting under the tension, under the high tension. You see, that thing is very, very delicate. It's very, very delicate. Let's face reality. You know, the high tension you are seeing, that 33 kV alone, when it falls down, it catches fire. When it falls down, talk about that big one.
Oh, we lost
So let me add to Funsho's that apart from that it falls down, when it needs maintenance, what do you do to the buildings that you have allowed to exist under it? Climb their head.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Because that's double risky. So there's a reason why it needs to be clear and left clear, so that whenever it needs any work, we don't need necessary. If there's a fire happening because of one of the buildings' recklessness, it then goes into high cables and all of that. We should completely avoid that. But the problem I have with government, like I said, is proper town planning. Yes, government has a lot of things and we have a lot of issues on ground. Do not allow people to exist first in the places that you know are risky and unsafe.
Thank you.
What I know is that nobody is going to give you approval for land that you bought under a power line. Forget it, it's not going to happen. But I know that there are some partial acquisitions, like the one that happened in Lasso. I think it was under BRF government that it was now waived, and then Ekpe campus was started to develop Ekpe at the time when we were in school. Because people came and built into the land that was supposed to house a university for the whole of Lagos and kept building. Somebody will say, don't worry, government will come out high. None of them had papers. They had to write to the government. They wrote to the government. I remember back then in school, this university kept, conflicting with the country, what was it called, facing them every time. Asking them to move back their building, carry your house, come off our land. And it was a lot of confrontation. So those confrontations, they had to write to seek the governor's face. And fortunately, because it was that kind of property, they got a waiver, but not a power line. It's not going to, it's too unsafe.
Different. Let me take this call. We have Daniel from Kaduna. Good morning, Daniel. Daniel, are you there?
My name is Pastor Dare Adebanjo from Kaduna.
Okay. Good morning, Pastor.
Dare Adebanjo from Kaduna.
Okay, good morning.
Now you said whether it is right or not. If it's for safety reasons, I think it's right. But like your panelists there alluded to, why demolishing houses and reallocating the land again? Now, if government will not give approval for this land in the first place, and you found buildings springing up there, where are the government agencies when this building started from the first place that they will stop those buildings?
It's a question we're asking.
It is unthinkable that you allow people to spend their hard-earned money on a place that you know it is not permitted, and you allow the building from the scratch to the completion level. Where is the government agency? I mean, it is terrible. For safety reasons, yes, but for destroying people's property, I think I'm not in support of this. So from now on, government should be alive to its responsibility. But you don't want building to stay. The moment you see people building there, go and take the right step. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Pastor. I wanted to say something before I come to you, Amaka. I've always felt that for things like this, where government already knows, for the government that, for instance, in different states, the government that has a plan for the states, they already know the lands that people are not allowed to build in. There was a time I was doing a search, there was a property wanted to buy at the time, and what they said, though it had governor's consent, but they are planning to use that place to do whether farming sometime in 50 years and all of that. And it didn't make sense to go ahead and purchase something that's maybe maybe if I give it to my children, when government comes in 50 years, they take away after they build on it, right? Governments should know, should earmark the lands that are kept for specific things, should know. And what is stopping governments from condoning those places off with a sign?
Resources.
I don't understand. What do you mean by resources?
Resources no day. That's why I say we should manage resources.
So condone the place and put a sign that from so just one signboard. From so place to so
place. Fence it by yourself.
But the same.
Buy your own land that is free of acquisition and fence it and see what people do. Over time they break it and they transfer it.
I totally, but that's even where I was coming to. Because you can't say there's resources. The reason why you can't say resources because there must be transparent mapping.
Yes.
And then secondly, you can't say resources. It's the same resources that they used to go to carry bulldozer to go and break down.
Thank you.
It's the same resources. So if that's the same resources, so before you get to the point where you're going to carry
bulldozers
to bulldoze somebody's property now, and people lose. Baboya the place and put just like they do abroad now, and then they put all those things like government property. They put high tension wire here, there, and then you educate people. The truth is that most people don't even understand the risk of the high tension wire.
If government puts barbed wire on the place,
nobody
dares go there to go and
what are you saying? I don't understand. Why are you in this country?
They used to on their walls.
They divide the road express so that people don't die from crossing the road.
Thank you.
Governments put barbed wire.
Not put barbed wire.
They put barbed wire.
They put the pedestrian bridge at Ojota. People are still crossing.
That one is different.
They built concrete in the middle of Ikorodu road to prevent people from crossing. They carry hammer, pierce the concrete so that they can still cross road. Because we cannot use money and human resources to deal with a psychological problem. We have people who are selfish and wicked that will keep on doing the wrong thing.
Let me land. Because the government is not communicating to people right. You know how when you go to the some people's compound, they will write that if you pee here, you will not wake up in the morning. You need to communicate. You need to communicate
language you understand.
The language. Thank you. And say high tension. I know what's high tension wire.
Ogun will kill you.
Let me see. People have not governed Nigeria. Nigerians are complex people to govern. Let's see. We need pedestrian bridges on the road.
We'll find a way to tie up this conversation because if I see, I'm not mad anyway. I see if you pass here, Ogun will kill you and kill your generation.
Now lie. Now people they chop. Now people they chop sacrifice for 3 junctions. Move this thing. Now person they chop sacrifice even though you know it's not for the God.
Jesus. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. Quick Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
a battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
These programs of government, I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Eastflash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on SocialView.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. Eastflash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's Eastflash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Now, wow, this is Nigeria. We're still talking about government removing structures under power lines and high tension cables.
So it's not because when you're talking about barricading it with cordoning it and all of that, it was strange to me, because usually they are supposed to give access to other parts of town. Usually when they run across, like the one in my village, they run straight down. We all describe. So government can create a road right underneath that allows it to be free. Develop it, don't abandon it. So we see that's why I wanted to respond to Tokwe. The one in my village suffers from the flood. The hill part, everything just converges at it and washes the sand underneath it. You can easily see all the pavement that it was built on. So imagine, that it was somebody's house that was being washed off like that, or that eventually it washes off till it falls, because these things were constructed back in the days.
Yeah, way back. Yeah,
they're as old as time. It used to be farmlands for my grandfather, and my grandfather-in-law at the time. That whole area now is fully residential, because they are passed and they've given their children who have also sold. you now see the power line right in the middle of the place that is supposed to be road, and the houses
on the two other sides.
So I do not think that it should be barbed wired. People on this side need to cross over to this side. It will create a lot of hardship to just cordon it off like that, or barricade it. Create access roads right underneath it. VRF did it on the Badagry road. You will see some power line, there are curves around it, managing, creating a modern city around it. And I think that's what we should do.
We have a caller, Hassan from Lekki. Hassan, are you there?
Everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Please, I see no reason why people should continue to build under high tension. Since time immemorial, we knew it is illegal and risky for anybody to build under power line. We knew. But some people are still doing it. More especially in Lagos here. And Amaka, I concur with you. That look, why allowing this thing to take place and now demolish later? That is the handwork of corruption. Because if we don't kill corruption, corruption will kill Nigeria. Because some people in government circle are not doing their job. In every cluster you see in Lagos, they have officials by state government assigned to those clusters. And maybe by corrupt practices or by whatsoever, by lack of taking their taking their job serious, they allow this kind of a thing to happen. Look at Baina Tufe in Surulere. Even a hotel was built there for donkey years. Shops were constructed under power line. A whole state government will go there and do the necessary. Chopper, please, power line fails. If you don't have the information, I'm telling you today, stop sitting over there. You sit there, your seat is very, very sensitive. Very soon, people will begin to quote you in person. Their topper said, power line don't fall. Power line fails. And it consumed a lot of people. The catastrophe is much more imagined than experienced. It happened many years ago in Kuala Paraguay, Kaduna Zaria Expressway, claimed almost the whole village.
Wow.
It fails. It's dangerous to. And people that are buying their land, you see, people try to convince people, or Monila convincing you to take your money. Estate people try to convince people to take their money. People are not doing their checks in Lagos here. People are buying farmland as an estate in Lagos here. Lagos is a place where you have many educated, literate people falling into the traps of 419ers under land acquisition and buying homes. Good morning.
Good morning, Hassan.
So when I was starting the conversation, I said I was going to be a devil's advocate. And if we listened, you would understand that it was an opinion given so that we have a rich conversation.
Yeah.
Because like it or not, when we assume everybody sees things from this point of view, you have viewers that totally, from the bottom of their heart, believe what I just said. And if they are not heard or countered, they would believe everybody here, they don't know our own point of view. So we hear them, and when Nima gave conversation, I said good argument. So at the end of the show, we hear different points of view, and we land on what is best for us as a people. But we hear those different points of view, and it is important we hear them. So there are people that would argue those conversation right now. But back to what we're saying. The part that I strongly feel that is extremely important we dwell on. We cannot continue to create an industry around demolitions. Oh, somebody has built on canal, we now go and demolish. Somebody has, this over the past, I attended the Jakonde, former governor of Lagos State, Lateef Jakonde's 7th
annual
lecture
story. But let's take a Fatoki from Oshogbo,
Memorial
and I'll come back to you. Fatoki, are you there?
Yes, Fatoki from Oshogbo.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
You see, the issue of constructing under power line has been a very big problem in Nigeria. In Ojo, I used to work at the Trade Fair Complex in 1983 or so, 83, 84. All the buildings on that power line, on that road, were demolished.
Yes.
I was surprised 10 years after. They were all built up.
Wow.
You see, Nigerians they just like impunity. They just like to do it. I believe most Nigerians don't make money rightly. That is why they prefer to waste such money.
Ew.
How can you build on that power line? How can you? When you are passing through on the power line, you will be hearing noise, vibration, electrical noise. And people will be living there, staying there 24/7. People will have shops there. You see, the best thing for government to do is always to keep demolishing the houses. There is nothing you can do to Nigerians because they feel there will be no problem because of impunity. Because of impunity in Ibadan, before Adamashiga Stadium was built, it used to be a race course. That place, I was surprised when I saw a building on the horse race, on the horse course. I was surprised. When the one now came to demolish it, he has to fire the person who gave temporary approval for the person to build a house there. How can you build on the race course that have been there since colonial times? And people have been racing there. You see, Nigeria lies impunity, and there is nothing you can do to them other than to keep punishing them by demolishing their houses when they do the wrong thing. Thank you very much.
I would have loved to ask him a question. When government also does the wrong thing by neglecting what they're supposed to do from the beginning, what punishes government for that?
There are two things to play.
So finish up your
Yes, there are two things. One, we cannot continue with demolition. Two, we need to prevent the building
in the first place.
The demolition is expensive. It is ridiculously expensive to demolish. So the annual lecture by Latijan Kode, a man in 4 years built 30,000 homes. We seem to be on a record to set the number of homes we are going to demolish. So for me, if we have a problem, let us start being you cannot remove the ministry from the problem at all. Our problem lies with the inefficiency of our ministries. And we cannot, what goes on within those ministries, even down to local government, they are all ministries. What goes on there is impunity. People get away with it. Civil servants will tell you continue building. You will get there, they put X. X is removed, building continues. As long as people don't get fired en masse, mass firing of people who are permitting the wrong things to happen.
We'll still have this
it will have it happen. So from local government to all of that, until that happens.
But you know the cost of demolition is usually on the violator. And this sentimental argument,
how many of them they pay?
That's why. That's exactly why.
They don't pay.
It's usually because of these sentimental arguments that government turns their eye. But I remember when Governor Ambode wanted to demolish the one Lekki guy building that collapsed.
Oh, okay, Lekki Homes.
Yes, he insisted on the proper procedure to be done. That the cost of demolition, because I have a client's property on a scheme, housing scheme by Lagos State. Somebody come and cause incursion power housing scheme. An housing scheme measurement is a certain millimeter. And somebody now came and said, it's big.
That one is only applicable if the governor sends you.
You trespass on the right, and another person trespasses on the left, saying the full measurement is on this side. The remaining part that government left for like a landmark, a garden, and beautification, he went to build a story building on it. I wrote to the government. I'm waiting.
The one you were talking about is the Lekki Garden.
I have kept my documents so that in the future somebody come and do anyhow. We remember my government, we wrote to them.
Let me come to Prophet Kehinde, then Amaka would give her final thoughts so that we'll move on. Prophet Kehinde, are you there? Good morning.
I'm there.
Good morning,
good morning, GC.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is a very, very important topic that even at least the topic should be coming at least maybe once in 2 weeks
or once in a month.
Okay, sir.
Why did I say so? You see, Tope, what I want to tell you earlier is what Mr. Hassan has told you. See, I've witnessed where high tension fall on somebody. It happened to 3 people. One person died instantly. Hello?
We can hear you.
One person died instantly. For the past a month, we couldn't get light in Ajegule. It happened right in my street. In my street, when the high tension fall, the wire fell on somebody. 3 weeks, the smell is still around on the corner of our area. Yoruba say, when you saw such a thing happen, nobody will encourage you to go and buy land on the high tension,
such an area.
Under the high tension. You see, Nigerians, we are so difficult people to govern. Lagos State especially.
Okay.
We have a lot of bunch of illiterate and illiterate educated, as Mr. Hassan said. We should not encourage, whether in the ministry or town planning in any way, we should not encourage anybody to buy land under the high tension. Under the high tension is very, very dangerous.
I agree.
That is my contribution. God
Thank
bless
you, Prophet Kehinde. Amaka.
Okay, so like what Nima said, so the reason why the government insisted on Lekki Gardens people paying for that is because they know that they have money, and because if now the only thing if you shake me like this and I don't get, and now that building why I built for that you're under your tension wire, now I get, and I they look for where next to go and lay my head. Which money do you want to shake out of me? That's one. But then, you know, we need to, at the end of the day, look at this thing that you can blame the people all you want, but the government has a huge role to play
from the beginning.
Especially like the local government. I've never seen where local government chairman and in people, they put canopy to come and sensitize the people that, because these high tension wires, they are not in the federal. They are not in the federal. They are not in heaven. They are not in the sky.
They are within local government.
They are within local government. True. And these are part of the jobs of the local government to say, to sensitize their people to say this, so that even if Monile comes to come and sell to you, at least your neighbor, Mama Chika, can come and say, oh God, this is where they build. They tell us in a high tension wire. Then the Mama Chika can now go to local government to go and report and say, oh, now not see where they build them because yeah, it doesn't matter, but because they've been sensitized and they understand
the implications of what
I agree.
You know, I agree. So we have to wrap up this topic. We've heard everything. I think government needs to do a lot more than just waiting till the structures are up for many years and then coming. That's when they say government has woken up. Please, let the local governments, the state governments, the people who are supposed to pay attention, the ministries in charge should keep monitoring. And, you know, as the structures are starting, from the beginning, you are cancelling that structure. You are removing the blocks. You are not allowed to build here. And every other person who has been negligent, especially in those ministries, should get a form of sanction. Yes, those ones who have been passing there, they say come and do.
They comply with the number of notices they should give. They go mark you first, mark you second, continue to do.
At the end of the day, you hear that they've marked
those ones on the roads. They were allowing temporary structure, papo and all of those things, because those wood sellers and sawmill, they were allowing them. Now you go see house.
They just go there and build. We as Nigerians also need to do better for ourselves. Thank you so much, ladies, for your contributions. That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we'll move on to another topic. Stay with us.
Play smart, win big, we cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough? for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect,
Sound, are you ready?
and the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always legit.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter.
Hope na that pikin where they read ABCD
and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope na the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say tomorrow go soft for am.
Naija,
your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Thanks for staying with us. We are joined by Uzoamaka Igweke, the visionary founder of Loom Craft Chocolate. She will be diving into the future of Nigeria's cocoa industry and the rising global spotlight on African chocolate brands. We will explore how she transforms locally sourced Nigerian cocoa into premium handcrafted chocolate, the brand's growing impact on job creation and farmer empowerment, and the innovations shaping Nigeria's cocoa to chocolate value chain. It's a conversation you don't want to miss. Welcome to the show, madam.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm excited because I love chocolate. I love chocolate, and for many years I've always wished that we have a lot of Nigerian more local chocolates, more local companies, you know, producing chocolate. I feel bad when I hear that. I remember when a few months ago we traveled to China, and then they took us to a chocolate place, and they were showing us the cocoa, you know,
from Africa.
It was from Africa, and what they had done with the cocoa. I felt really embarrassed that these people have borrowed this thing and they are taking ownership of it and they are telling their story. So the first question I want to ask you is, how did you decide to start producing cocoa into, or manufacturing our cocoa into chocolate? What inspired you? Why did you decide to play in that field, and how has it been going so far?
Okay, I'll start with the first question. I was working my normal 9 to 5 at a tech company, and on the side, like you know, most Nigerians, we always have a side gig or a side hustle.
Okay.
Mine was baking. I learned how to bake from my mom, and I absolutely enjoyed baking with chocolate. But I found it was extremely difficult to get good quality chocolate, and even when you found it, it was very expensive. I also knew that, you know, we produce a lot of cocoa in Nigeria, the 4th or 5th largest producer of cocoa in the world, and it didn't make sense that, you know, it was difficult to get chocolate, and cocoa is the main ingredient for chocolate. So I decided to solve the problem for myself. That's how it started, basically. So I did some research. I was very lucky to get a grant from the Tony Elumelu Foundation.
Amazing.
And, you know, I started the business from there to support my baking business, but it has ballooned into, you know, a full-blown craft chocolate company.
Yeah.
And the reception, to your second question, the reception has been amazing. I mean, this is our 5th year, and the market has been great. The reception by Nigerians has been great. We don't do much of exports now, but we sell locally, and it's been enough to move our company from a 2-person company to a 19-person company, full-time staff.
Amazing. Well done.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So I also love chocolate.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And you know, like from what you said, Nigeria is one of the 5 largest producing countries in terms of cocoa. So please, how can we shift Nigeria from just exporting raw cocoa to actually, producing locally and producing a premium chocolates locally with our own cocoa instead of exporting and exporting? Like from what PC also said, when they went to China, see what they are doing with the cocoa they got from Africa. So how can Nigerians actually open up more factories to utilize the cocoa that we have here?
Okay, so I think the approach has to be some sort of a multi-stage approach, because we have issues in the farms on the quality side. So I feel like the first thing for us to do is to work on the quality, work on what the farmers are doing post-harvest, and then we can now work on infrastructure. Because even though chocolate is such a simple product, I mean, with just cocoa beans, good quality cocoa beans, and sugar, you can actually make chocolate in your blender. It's that simple.
Wow.
But when you want to commercialize it, then you need infrastructure, you need the equipment, you need the machines. But the good thing is that we already have the market, right? So moving from where we are to value addition locally wouldn't take too much. But in between, there's a lot of infrastructure investment that needs to happen.
Let's personalize the
from
question.
Logistics, moving the cocoa.
So what's Loom Craft doing?
From the farms to the production.
Yeah, so we have another question coming in for you. Nima, go ahead.
So what is Loom Craft doing
right.
to transform Nigeria cocoa into high quality chocolate?
Did you get that?
We work first. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yes. So we work with the farmers first of all, because to make good quality chocolate, you actually need exceptional cocoa beans. So we teach them exactly how to post-process. So there are different activities that happen on the farm, fermentation and drying. We teach them how to do it well. We support them with inputs. We support them with training and the actual equipment they need to ferment and dry properly. And then on our own side as well, we produce exceptional chocolate, right? And we've invested in a lot of research, a lot of experimentation to get it right. Then to make it a bit different, from what you would get from around the world, we infuse our own local produce into our chocolate to make it both, interesting and also of very high quality. So things like ginger, cashew, sesame, we infuse it into our chocolates to give consumers, a beautiful range of products.
Amazing. Okay, so immediately I knew you were coming on the show. I had to go and look for your Instagram page. I went to be eating the chocolate in my mind. And you really do have amazing branding and lovely variations of chocolate. But as someone, all of us here actually do business outside being on the show. And this morning, I was still complaining to Nima that I'm shutting down my farm, human resource challenges. The math was not mathing. And so my question to you is, I realized almost at every question you answered, you kept saying, infrastructure. What are the key challenges that are not allowing the businesses and ideas that Nigerians have scale to proper capacity of the owners and the founders of those business ideas?
Okay, so the first thing for us, which is important in chocolate making, is power supply. So our machines, like for this year, they've run 24/7. And that's a lot of power. And a lot of the times we have to generate it ourselves. So that's one challenge. And then the next challenge is infrastructure for cold chain distribution. Because, we don't really manufacture chocolate in Nigeria. Even the consumption is not great. But transporting chocolate from the factory and distributing it across the country means that, you need to control the temperature so that it doesn't melt, right? So that's one infrastructure challenge that we have, actually moving it. Currently, it's much more expensive to move a chocolate bar than any other product that is not heat sensitive. So those are the two biggest challenges we have in Nigeria for chocolate.
So with this challenge now, right? Because it's a huge challenge, and we know the humidity and the climate that we have faced in Nigeria, that is a hot climate. So do you think that Nigeria has the opportunities, to become a major player in the global chocolate market? And if yes, how can we go about it? And how can we also go about curbing this huge challenge that you're talking about?
So there are techniques that you can use in your factory to ensure the chocolate is heat resistant. It's called tempering. So you need to get that right. So at a normal room temperature, your chocolate is going to be fine. But if it goes to things like 37, 40, that's when the issue comes. So you don't really need too much. You don't need a refrigerator. You just need something cool to transport your chocolate, right? So then to your next question about what we need to, if we have the potential, of course we have the potential. But first of all, let's look at the local market. We are about over 200 million people, and the population in the EU, that is like the largest market for chocolate, is just double that. So if we can add value locally and maximize the population that we have, we can already build an ecosystem that can sustain jobs, that can sustain those local cocoa farming communities, and then we can also then export a part of what we produce. So the possibilities and the potential is actually very huge.
Yeah, so I know that chocolate is not original to us. We have the cocoa, right? But the Ndocha took the cocoa and then made something sweet that people whose taste have, expanded, refined, would like chocolate. So it's not really are local to us, the chocolate as a product. But I remember there was a time at the Lagos International Trade Fair, I was a vendor there. There were some, I think they were Sierra Leoneans or Liberians, I can't remember which country now came, and they came with their own homemade chocolates. It was a brand at the time, and there was a story around it. They weaved the story around it. It was handcrafted chocolates. It was not done in those very big factories. It was locally done, and it was an interesting story. So when you get to their stand, they'll give you that story, and you want to have a taste of the chocolate. And it was natural. It tasted different from the very refined ones that we are used to, but it was a good thing. I'm asking this question because how do you retain authenticity as an African producing chocolates compared to the people who we've exported cocoa to and their own type of chocolates? Should we look into creating a sort of chocolate that suits more of our local, you know, and then give it that local story and present it out there? Or do we still manufacture our chocolates to, you know, sort of compete with what they are already doing? I don't know if you understand the question.
I completely get you. And storytelling is a powerful tool to actually connect with consumers and to get your products out there. And in fact, that's how we have actually survived. That's how we have thrived.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we did is lean into the story of local, lean into the fact. In fact, the word loom comes from heirloom, which is how we view, you know, Nigerian cocoa as something precious that has been handed down over the past 100 years. So we lean into the local story, and that's why we also incorporate other Nigerian-grown food, so that we set ourselves apart from what, you know, the world is doing.
Okay.
That way, we can attract both consumers that are in Nigeria, local consumers, and also present something never seen before to global markets as well.
Thank you so much, Uzoamaka.
Storytelling is a very powerful tool, and I think the approach.
Let's take a short break.
Leaning to our local traditions. Yes.
Okay, let's take a very tiny break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on StarTimes.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shook on for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Welcome back. We still have Uzoamaka Igweke, the visionary founder of Loom Craft Chocolate. Are you there, ma?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we have another question for you.
Awesome. So, one of the things that I find interesting about entrepreneurs that add value to products is the thought process and the value chain, the opportunities, the different areas people can come in. I wanted to find out from you which gap you have spotted in the cocoa to chocolate value chain, maybe distribution, maybe cocoa. Which area of the value chain do you feel pose opportunity for many young Nigerians who are watching and saying, I would like to do what Uzomaka is doing?
The biggest opportunity is actually the actual value addition. So based on research, when you export cocoa unprocessed, right, you are retaining only between 5 to 7% of the full value, right? So imagine if it's 100,000 naira market, it means that you're retaining only 5,000 naira. So that's where the biggest opportunity is. We actually need to move from, exporting raw cocoa to adding value. And the value addition, there are so many different ways. Lines on the chain, right? You can actually press cocoa to get cocoa butter and cocoa powder. That's value addition. Or take it all the way to making chocolate. And even beyond the value addition, another very interesting opportunity is tourism. So ecotourism, you could have farms that have resorts on them that also do some sort of value addition in situ, on site, right? So you can attract people that are going on holidays to come visit a farm, see the process of growing cocoa, see the process of making chocolate. And it doesn't need to be too fancy. Something small, a very small setup where they can actually make their own chocolate, taste their own chocolate, and just have a beautiful experience. So that's one opportunity that I feel is missing. And then as you increase your local processing, gives opportunities as well for people to distribute. Distribution, sales, and trading in any product is, a beautiful opportunity that people can key into.
Yes. So, do you think by going through your profiles and also what you said on how you started in terms of getting the grant from the Tolu Elumelu Foundation, so do you think that having access to grants has also helped you in terms of starting and upscaling your business? And how do you think that other young people watching that also have an interest in doing the same thing that you're doing, because the market is huge? How do you think that they can go about assessing this grants, and what are the opportunities available to them to succeed?
Okay, so yes, the grants were extremely helpful for us to start and for us to scale. First of all, the Tolu Elumelu grant allowed us to experiment, right? And when you're experimenting, there's a cost to experimentation. But we didn't have to worry about that. So we could go all out, and really explore several variables, right? We could go all out. We could do all our registrations, NAFDAC, without any worries about where the funding was going to come from. So that was extremely helpful. The NEPC, National Export Promotion Council, also gave us a grant. They helped us actually renovate our factory. It was a school before, but they helped us turn it into a proper world-class factory. So the grants have been extremely helpful. I can't minimize the effects and the impact that they've had. And one thing I would advise young people is to not shy away. I think that when people start out in businesses, they tend to run away from authority or regulators. That's the natural approach. But I feel once you go there, you shouldn't be afraid of anybody. Walk into any NEPC, walk into BOI, do a lot of research. In fact, if you go to ChatGPT and say grants in Nigeria, you'll see all the grants that you can possibly apply for. There's Flourish Africa, there's Brave Women, so many grants that you can apply for. So when you approach these organizations, of course, you have to pay your taxes, you have to do, you have to register properly, but then you also gain access to all the opportunities, including cash breaks, for example.
Okay. Amazing. Do you think, let me ask you about your projections. Do you think that in the nearest future, our customers will likely come more from, outside the shores of Nigeria, where there are going to be high demand of our locally produced chocolates, which is going to be way different. How big is the markets from theirs? Do you think that's where we're heading to?
For us, we are focused on building the local market because it's more sustainable. Okay. Right? When you look too much towards export, yes, they have the cash, they have the disposable income, but it's not sustainable because then you're subject to their regulations, you're subject to all sorts of limitations. For example, the EUDR, for example, it states that you can't export cocoa that has been farmed on deforested land and without showing proof, right, that your cocoa has been farmed properly. So when you export, when you base everything on exports, you're also exposed. So we are taking a balanced approach of building the local market
first.
Because if we are going to start consuming chocolate and cocoa products, we have to build the palette, we have to educate people. That is a more sustainable market because the market is here. You don't need to do a lot of let's say regulations. You don't have a lot of regulations to align with for export. So it's for me, I feel the best approach is to balance it. A little bit on export and build the market locally.
Okay,
that way it's more sustainable.
Fantastic. So I'm looking at your business model, and I see many people that are probably also online watching and thinking that have you at any point in time regretted going into this business? Have you felt like, let me just pack up and japa or something? And what do you do in those moments when challenges come your way?
Okay, so for me, entrepreneurship is about solving problems. It's like a string of problems that you have to solve. So if you go in with that mindset that it's going to be tough, you're already prepared, and when those challenges come, it's easier for you to approach them. And even as you solve them, just know that tomorrow another one is coming up. That's your job, solving problems. And I believe if you approach it that way, and no, I've never ever imagined
quitting.
And
Thank you so much.
We're employing 19 people. So
I'm so we're proud of you.
I'm really proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Uzomaka Iweke, for joining us today to share your vision.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best in your business, your chocolate business. Hopefully, I was thinking when I saw your name and then that fact we're going to be talking about chocolate, I thought you were going to be an in-house
so that we can
guest today,
harass her to.
You would have given us
Don't
more.
worry, she's in Abuja with the order.
And I actually brought chocolates,
Oh,
right?
no.
I didn't know that I was going to be
on Zoom. Oh, that's fine. Thank you so much.
I was going to be joining remotely.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today. We hope to hear more from you from time to time. And thank you so much, ladies, for your wonderful contributions today. Alaja, Angel, that has told us that some people eat sacrifice that Nigerians have put
on the streets.
On the street. That's all we can take on the show today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you again tomorrow for another fantastic one. Bye-bye now.